Hello, my sweet summer children. I'm back with some juice to get you through the long night. So I worked a 12-hour shift today. And when I got off work today, I seen on Twitter that HBO has ordered a pilot for the prequel. Y'all are Game of Thrones junkies like me, so I'm sure by now that you've already heard. But we're gonna talk about this because I'm upset. But I'm happy to. So I'm going to read to you the description of the series that got greenlit for a pilot by HBO. This excerpt is from Entertainment, and I'll link it below. The network has released an official description of the show's storyline, and it's another tale spread across multiple locations and clans, taking place thousands of years before the events of Game of Thrones. The series chronicles the world's descent from the golden age of heroes into its darkest hours. And only one thing is for sure: from the horrifying secrets of Westeros history to the true origin of the White Walkers, the mysteries of the East to the Starks of legend, it's not the story we think we know. So let's talk, because I'm sure that you guys want to talk about it. So when I first read this, I was kind of upset, and let me tell you why. I'm upset because I feel like we aren't going to get the answers that we thought we were going to get in season 8 of Game of Thrones. This description says we are basically going to see the Dawn Age or the Age of Heroes, and we are going to learn horrifying secrets of Westerosi history to the true origin of the White Walkers. Like, I don't know, is it that something we should be learning in season 8? Like, shouldn't we know the true origin of the White Walkers? Why isn't it the story that we think we know? Because you're telling us the story in season 8, right? I mean, how are we not gonna learn the true origin of the big bad in the whole series? Like, the White Walkers in Game of Thrones season 8, like, how aren't we gonna know? Like, is everyone going to just die before they figure it out? Or will they only focus on killing the White Walkers and not worrying about where they come from? Which I don't understand that. And like, why don't you want to know where the White Walkers came from and how they got there? Oh no, let's just jump to killing them. Like, we were shown the Night King's creation, so is that not how it happened? Really? Like, is he not even a White Walker? Like, what's going on? Like, is he something else? So I was upset. I was upset. But then I started to calm down because I had a long ride home, and I was just like thinking about it in my head, and I'm like, okay, calm down. Let me clear my head. Let me clear it up. And let's just think about things like rationally. So when I actually sat down and thought about it, I think the Dawn Age or the Age of Heroes, like, they're right next to each other. I keep saying the Dawn Age, but I think the Dawn Age will be included. Because if you're showing the true creation of the White Walkers, you have to start in the Dawn Age. You have to. So I think the Dawn Age is actually the best place for a prequel to start, because if it's successful, which I'm sure it will be, I eventually think we could end up with the entire timeline of A Song of Ice and Fire, like true to the books timeline, like from the Dawn Age to the Age of Heroes to the coming of the Andals and the rise of Valyria, the reign of dragons, the dance of dragons, the Blackfire rebellions. We could even get like the Great Empire of the Dawn. We could see Ashai, like full-blown CGI Ashai. Like, if they announced that they were doing like Aegon's Conquest, then there's a lot that we know for sure that we wouldn't see. But since they announced that they're doing the Dawn Age or the Age of Heroes, that actually means there's so many possibilities. Like, there's so many possibilities. So this is what I'm thinking. So as far as longevity is concerned, I think this is the best place to start. They said it's going to be covering multiple continents, so it's going to be kind of like Game of Thrones, how like some people are in Westeros and some people are in Essos. So we'll have like, you know, like a well-rounded show. So if we think about what could be covered in the Age of Heroes or the Dawn Age, we will have the coming of the First Men. There will be children and giants. We might learn where in the East the First Men originate and witness their migration to Westeros and the wars that followed it. The children using the hammers of the waters, the pact, the first long night, the wall being constructed, the Night's King and the Night's Queen. We will likely see legends like Land the Clever, Bran the Builder, Simon Star Eyes. We will likely see the Night Fort, the Kings of Winter, the Starks, and the legendary Starks like Jon Stark, Ice Eyes. The construction of Winterfell. We will likely see what's going on in Essos. Maybe some Valyrians, the rise of Valyria, the Rhonar before they migrated to Dorne, the Andals and Andalos, but also probably the Great Empire of the Dawn and Ashai. There is so much to be excited about. I'm really not upset anymore, but I don't want Game of Thrones to be rushed through, leaving us with more questions than answers. But from a marketing standpoint, that's kind of the best game plan for them. Like, if we still don't know a lot of what we want to know, it will make the prequel way more interesting. And it looks like we aren't going to find out the true origin of the White Walkers, which is odd, especially when the whole series kind of hinges on it. Or does it? Like, we were showed the creation of the Night King. Like, is the Night King just like nobody? Like, I got so many questions. But what do you guys think? Are you excited for it? What are your thoughts on it? Let me know. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks to everyone that supports me on Patreon. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please click that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and join the Sweet Summer family. Okay, my sweet summer children. Have a good day.
Shame. Shame. Shame.